All right, everyone, what is up? ADS Play 101 here, also known as ADS Play 202, and welcome to the character guide for Kale. And I have to change my graphic for the TikTok video. Give me a second. I completely forgot to do this before I started the video. Sue me later. Where you at? Boom. All right. So Kale is a character that gets bonuses from combining her moves and fighting near allies. When she goes into her ultimate, which is her berserk form, she only gets close range attacks, but she does a lot of damage with those attacks. And she also gains a passive of no obstruction, meaning that any movement hindering debuffs can't work on her. So I'm gonna go to trainer mode. Of course, I would go with World King. There's really no need to use bottom mode unless you're concerned, because she only transforms in her ultimate. Once the ultimate is over, she goes back to regular Kale. So I personally, again, World King is a good solid pick. Bottom mode is good if you're trying to focus on her base form and just trying to keep people away, because she does fight from a distance. But yeah, as far as the divine cards go, I did not talk about the divine cards. My bad. I would say Lightning Swift is good. And Super Snowball can be good too. Especially when she goes into her berserk form, you can really benefit off of that. Giant Slayer, of course, you guys know Giant Slayer is great, especially if your opponent has more health than you. But Prepare to Die is also good because it's for super aggressive play styles. So between Giant Slayer and Prepare to Die, it's basically, do you want to attack somebody? It all depends on if you're going to have more trouble going against somebody that has more health than you, or if you feel like you're just going to beat their ass so bad that you'll be able to get another power up. So that's basically up to you, up to the person. But I think Wicked Warrior is pretty good, because again, in her base form, she fights from a distance, so you can apply this pretty easy. So let's go to training. Of course, level 5. And the reason why I go into level 5 instead of just shooting straight for level 15, because I want you to get a look at what the moves look like before they get maxed out. That way you can make a better decision in the early game, which can help lead to you obviously playing better. Because the moves properties change, obviously as they level up. That way you're not thinking like, oh, I'm supposed to start off with this big old blast, but instead it's just this little thing. So her right trigger is her energy sphere. Now her energy sphere shoots a slow moving ball, well, moderately speed energy blast at him. Charge Force shoots just a direct blast at him, and I'm only looking back, and Blaster Shot just shoots multiple blasts at a target. Now, again, her thing is combining moves. So when you use her, so you always want to initiate with her charge blast, her left trigger. You always want to initiate with that, because if you do that, let me put the cooldowns on. If you do that and you combine it with her blast, it goes into a T-shaped blast that does multiple hits. So that's going to be real good for some crowd control and things like that. And if you use her blaster shot with energy sphere, it basically explodes into like this little nuke. So it's basically up to how I personally like the charge shot into the blast better, because I feel like that does more damage. But this has a wider range, so I mean, obviously you just want to play to your, just make a wiser decision for the situation you're in. Sometimes it will make more sense to do this, but this is the main combo that you're going to go with right there. So going into her ultimate, she pretty much just gets close range attacks, but she is super aggressive. She's super aggressive. Can I get this cooldown to go down? Cause I wonder how come they didn't put it in training mode for you to get like an instant cooldown. I don't get why, but again, she has no moves. She's just pure rush attack, and all she does is just knock out. That's all she does. So keep that in mind, because mind you do have to go back into her base form and have to worry about having to get away. Um, so if we max her out, just so you can see what the moves look like, powered up. You get a much wider spear. The explosion is much bigger. Does real good. Matter of fact, let's max out Vegeta 2. And I always use Vegeta because he has a pretty good amount of health, but you can actually see. See that T-Blast combination is a pretty good. That does the most damage. Like I said, this is good for more. I would to be honest with you, I wouldn't combine that. It's best to just use that on its own. In my opinion. This is the combination that you want to go with, but you always want to fire this charge shot first, because that's your initial move that combines with the other ones. So yeah, so that's pretty much my character guide on Kale. She's a real good character. Again, if she's near her allies, I don't think I showed that. I think she got to be fighting. Get Vegeta over here. But she's fighting near her allies. She's supposed to get a power up. This could be another situation where the indicator doesn't pop up, or there's no marker that shows her passive being active. But as you can see right there, it boosts the damage dealt by skills activated at an ally's position. So that lets you know that it does activate. So this is something they got to fix. But yeah, that was my character guide on Kale. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And we're on to the next character.